I'm sure we all agree, whether you're Singaporean or whether you're Malaysians, we all love the food back home. And I'm sure a lot of you miss the food back home. I am, especially the street food, because we grew up eating street food in Malaysia, and for me in Penang. So if you haven't been to Penang yet in Malaysia, make sure when you get to travel, once this whole crazy world of COVID is over, that you make Penang one of your top destinations for holiday. Not only for the culture and tradition and the history, but also for the food. Now, I'm talking about food because we Malaysians and Singaporeans, even though we live overseas, we always talk about food because we miss eating the street food back home. I do miss eating the street food, and it has been over a year now, and I haven't been back to Penang. So I do miss eating the street food. Why? Because it is simple, it is cheap, and also it is very delicious. So let me talk about today, what I'm going to cook and what I'm going to make today to share with you. I'm going to make one of the most popular street food in Penang, Malaysia. And I'm sure all of you know this one. You know what char kway teow, which I did 2 weeks ago, a video on how you can make char kway teow at home. Now, this has a lot of similarity to char kway teow. Have you guessed what it is yet? Of course, it is char kway gak. So I'm going to show you how to make char kway gak from scratch, and also show you how to make the rice cake itself that goes into making char kway gak. Char kway gak is a Penang Hokkien word, just like char kway teow. Char means fry, kway is cake, and gak is square or in a cube. So basically, char kway gak means fry cake in cubes. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Fry cake cubes. What it actually means is that it is stir fry of rice cake, and the rice cake is cut into small little cubes. So that is char kway gak. To make the rice cake, I'm going to use rice flour. With the rice flour, I'm going to use 2 cups. 2 cups of rice flour here. I'm going to sieve this through. So it's 2 cups of rice flour. Next I'm going to measure half a cup of tapioca flour to mix with the rice flour. There's a bit too much. So roughly about half cup. Gonna mix it through. Now I'm gonna add 1 liter of water, which is about 4 cups. So this is 2 cups. So that's half a liter. I'm gonna add another half liter to make it 1 liter. So I'm going to pour this into a saucepan. Going to put this onto the stove on a low to medium heat. So I'm going to keep stirring until it thickens up. You can see that it has thickened up. So I have turned off the heat. I need to make sure there's no lumps. So I'm just going to keep stirring and break up any lumps to make sure that they are actually nice and smooth. Okay. I'm going to use this tray to steam and make my rice cake. Grease the tray a little bit with some cooking oil. Use a brush, just brush it. Okay, it's been cooking for 30 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm just going to remove my rice cake. So I'm going to take it out and cut it into cubes. As you can see, it is firm, very firm. Nice, smooth and firm. Just go around the edges. My rice cake. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut it into cubes. Going to turn it around. There's my kway, which is rice cake cut in cubes. Okay, I'm going to put some on the plate here of what I want to cook now. Okay, that's all I'm going to make. And the other one, I'm just going to cling wrap this and put it in the fridge. The other ingredients that we need to make char kway, we will need bean sprouts. If you have eaten Penang char kway before, you'll be wondering, what is that crunchy texture in the char kway? That crunchy texture is preserved turnip, or in Hokkien we call chai ball. I have rinsed the preserved turnip to get rid of excess salt and sugar. Otherwise, it's going to be too salty and too sweet. Now, the preserved turnip comes in a packet, and this is the packet from the Asian supermarket. You should be able to get it very easily. 3 cloves of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of homemade chili paste. This is the same chili paste that I use in my char kway teow in the video which I made 2 weeks ago. So if you want to know how I make my own homemade chili paste, which I would strongly suggest that you do it because it makes a lot of difference when you use it in the char kway teow as well as today in the char kway kak. You have to make your own homemade chili paste. So I have my video link below the description box of this video or on the top right. Check it out and see how easy it is to make your own homemade chili paste. Eggs. So I'm going to use 2 chicken eggs over here. And just a dash of white pepper as well. For the sauce, it is similar as char kway teow, just light soy and a dark soy. So I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of light soy and 1 tablespoon of dark soy. Then what I want to do is I just want to have a little bit of white pepper, Chinese chives, also known as garlic chives. Now with the chives, I'm just going to cut off the bottom half of the stem and discard this. We don't really want this. And then I'm just going to cut it roughly about 4 inches, 3 to 4, just to make sure they have equal sections. Now I'm not going to be using all of this. Make sure we have all the ingredients set up and ready to go because we need to do a very quick stir fry to make char kway kak. We have the rice cake in cubes, bean sprouts, garlic chives or the Chinese chives, chai ball, preserved turnip, cooking oil, minced garlic, homemade chili paste, the 2 eggs, and the soy sauce mixture. So we're ready to start do the cooking right now. Okay, what I want to do now is to add my chai ball. And my garlic. If it's too dry, just add a little bit more cooking oil. So I want to fry this until it's fragrant. Now add the chili. Gonna mix them through. Gonna add a sauce. Now what I want to do is push them to the side, add a bit more oil, and I'm going to add the eggs. Now I want to add the just a handful of chives and the bean sprout. It looks like back in Penang char kway. I can smell it. Now I'm going to turn off the heat. And that's it. I'm going to remove and plate it. My home version of Penang street food char kway, fried rice cake. This looks so nice. I can smell the aroma. It smells just like back home, the Penang street food char kway. This is my home version. And I'm going to have a taste to see how it tastes compared to back home. I love char kway and I do miss eating char kway. Oh yes, it is smoky enough. It is smoky enough, and the rice cake itself is firm and it's smooth, so it is different from a radish cake. This is a street food. Traditionally, there is really nothing much in the char kway except the chives, the bean sprouts, the chai ball, which is the preserved turnips, and of course the rice cake. So it is simple to make, and I hope you will try it at home. I really enjoy making this today. Almost similar as char kway teow. Taste-wise, it's almost similar, except this has chai ball. And if you love chai ball, you haven't tried chai ball before, I suggest you get a packet of chai ball from the Asian supermarket and give it a go. It has that nice crunchy texture. So if you're wondering if you have tried char kway in Penang, and if you're wondering what is that crunchy texture, that is chai ball, preserved turnip. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you do, remember to subscribe and share with your friends and family. I am Victor Koo. See you next week and thanks for watching.